In this lesson, we're going to be taking a look at surface area of pyramids. And here's what our lesson outline is. We're going to explain surface area. We're going to look at the surface area of pyramids, method 1, and then we'll look at method 2. So the surface area describes the total area of all the surfaces of a three-dimensional object. So when you have a pyramid, you have 5 different surfaces. In this case, you have 4 triangular surfaces and then a rectangular surface. So you will find the area of each of these surfaces and then add them together. So for the first method, we're going to find the area of all the surfaces and add them together to get the total surface area. Now with this, the slant height is actually the height or the altitude of one of these surfaces. If you notice, the height that we have here, which is 24 feet, is the height from the top of the pyramid to the bottom of the pyramid, to the base of the pyramid. The slant height is the altitude of one of the sides. So you can see from this shape right here, if you look right here on this side, the S is your slant height, is the altitude from the top of this side to the base of this side. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to have a triangle that looks like that. And so we have a triangle that looks like this with a base, because it's the altitude from the top to the bottom of the pyramid. So you're going to have 24 as this side, and then the altitude is going to be at the center of the base. So the base is going to be 14 divided by 2, which is 7. And so therefore, the altitude of one of the faces there is going to be this right here. We have a right angle. This is the hypotenuse, which is C. The first thing we're going to use is Pythagorean Theorem to find the value of C. So we have, remember, Pythagorean Theorem is a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So 24 squared plus 7 squared equal to c squared. So we have 576 plus 49 equal to c squared. 625 is c squared. So c is the square root of 625, which is 25. So let's call it our C, which is our slant height, S, is equal to 25 feet. So now we're going to look for the area of each of these surfaces. Let's start with the base. The base is a rectangle. So we have, let's look at total surface area. We have 14 times 5. Okay, now let's look at this side right here, this one facing us right here. We have 14, so it's half base times height, is half of 14 times 25. So we have another side also that has 14 times 25. Then we have this other side, which is 1/2 of 5 times 25 plus 1/2 of 5 times 25. So this is going to give us 70 here, plus 14 times 25 divided by 2, 175, plus 175, plus 25 times 5, so this is 62.5 plus 62.5. So we have 70 plus 350 plus, you add this together, you have 125. So this is going to give us 545. square feet. Okay, so now we have another pyramid here. Let's find the slant height first. So we have a triangle, a right triangle that looks like this. To get the slant height, we have 8 right here, we have 6 right here, and we need to find, let's call this S. So S squared is equal to 8 squared plus 6 squared, which is equal to 64 plus 36, which is 100. So S squared is 100. So S is square root of 100, which is 10. So first thing we're going to do is total surface area is going to be area of the rectangular it's a square base, which is 12 times 12 plus, so we have 4 triangular surfaces, and so we have because the base is the same and the altitude is going to be the same, we have 1/2 times, so we have 12 times 10 plus 1/2 times 12 times 10 plus 1/2 times 12 times 10 plus 1/2 12 times 10. So this is going to give us 144 plus 60 plus 60 plus 60 plus 60. So 144 plus 240. This is going to give us 384 square centimeters. Okay, now we're going to look at method 2. Method 2 is a lot faster, is a lot simpler, because you're going to apply these methods. It's the same as the total surface area is actually the same as the sum of the lateral area and the area of the base of the pyramid. Now, remember, lateral area is perimeter of the base multiplied by the slant height, and then you divide that by 2. The slant height is the altitude of one of the sides, one of the rectangular surfaces, one of the triangular surfaces of the pyramid. And so here we have a triangle, and it's going to be a right triangle here, and the right triangle looks like this. We have 24 right here, and then we have 7 right here, so 24. So and then this is going to be our slant height. S squared is equal to 24 squared plus 7 squared. And from the previous slides, we find that S squared is 625, so S is 25. Now we're going to apply lateral area. So the lateral area is half. Perimeter of the base is 5 plus 14 times 2, and your slant height is 25. So this is 19 times 25, which is going to be 475 square feet. The area of the base, we're going to call that uppercase B, is going to be 5 times 14, which is equal to 70 square feet. So total surface area is LA, lateral area, plus area of the base, which is 475 plus 70, and that's going to give us 545 square feet. Final example, the total surface area is the lateral area plus area of base. Now let's get the slant height first. We have this triangle, right triangle. So the dimensions of the right triangle are going to be 6 and 8. And so this is our S right here, slant height. By Pythagorean Theorem, S squared equal to 6 squared plus 8 squared. And like we showed earlier, S squared is equal to 100. So S is 10 units. Now let's look for the lateral area. Lateral area is equal to 1/2 of 12 plus 12 times 2. And then we multiply that by the slant height, which is 10. So this is going to give us 24 times 10, which is 240 square feet. Area of the base is 12 times 12, which is 144 square feet. So the total surface area is 240 plus 144, which is 384 square feet. So these are the two main ways you would address surface area of pyramids.